I'm Rachel, an SLP and owner of Speech Corner, and today we're going to discuss Word Whiz, which is our new game out this year that targets prefixes and suffixes. It's appropriate for students ages 8 and up, that's grades 3 and up, and when you open the box, you'll get a small pamphlet that gives you directions, the contents of the game, and the answers. You'll also get 4 student cue cards, 2 for the blue level, which is the level 1, and 2 for the red level, which is level 2. There's prefixes on the front of the card, an example and a sentence, and then suffixes on the back. And then you will also get a spinner, and we'll show you what that does in just a moment. And then you will get your deck of cards. So, to show you how it works is we'll grab the blue cards, which are level 1. So you have a stack of root word cards, and you have a prefix deck and a suffix deck. And those you can decide if you want to target prefixes or suffixes or both. So for today, as an example, we're going to target just suffixes. So what you would do is you would deal each person that's playing 4 cards. And those become their hand. And then you would set down the others. So when the student picks up their hand, they would look at the 4 different suffixes that they would have. And as they look at them, when it's their turn, they draw 1 root word card and turn it over. And in this position, they have sleep. And they look at their cards and decide if they're able to add on to sleep. And I do have a match, sleeping, ing. So I made a new word. Once I make the word, I get to use the spinner and spin. And then I must do what the spinner tells me to do. And it says, use it in a sentence, puzzled. So I must use the word sleeping in a sentence and use the intonation that I would be puzzled, like, where is the dog? Is he sleeping? And then it's the next student's turn. The spinner has several different things that you could do. They might have to use it in a sentence, acting sad, mad, glad, or puzzled. They may have to define the word, name who, what, or where, so naming someone, something, or somewhere that would be related to sleeping. They may have to cover and spell the word, use a different suffix or prefix with the root word, or use the suffix and prefix with another root word. So those are the different options in the spinner. And the spinner is basically trying to activate your working knowledge of the new word you've created. Once you've played, you grab another card to maintain 4 in your hand at all times while you play, and the next student gets a turn. Now, the next student can draw their own root word and do the exact same thing, or they can steal your root word. So I'm going to grab the other hand and say they have something in here like less. They could steal sleeping and move it in front of them and put sleepless. And then they proceed to spin the spinner and use that word in a sentence or cover and spell it, etc. But now they get your cards and they added a card, so now they have 3 points. At the end of the game, what everybody does is count up how many points they have, which is how many cards they have in front of them. So it's advantageous to steal because you can accumulate more points. If you're playing with prefixes and suffixes, you can make longer, more complex words by adding a prefix and a suffix to the same root word, or stealing others by adding multiple affixes to the root words. Kids seem to enjoy it much better than the typical worksheets that when you're learning prefixes and suffixes. You can also give the students the cue cards to help them out as they play. So if they forget what a specific prefix means, it gives them the meaning, an example of it, and uses it in a sentence. So or if they're beyond that, you can take it away as a fading out cues. And if you're only wanting to work on 1 or 2 prefixes, you can use the little manual to help you know which root words you can pull out or use to customize it if you only want to work on like un or re or a specific prefix. And once they've mastered level 1, which is the blue level, then you would take out the deck of cards, the red level, which is just the next level. So the various prefixes and suffixes that the word whiz targets is it has 96 total root words, 55 prefix cards, 9 are unique, and 80 suffix cards, 11 are unique. And so please take a time if you work on prefixes and suffixes with your students to enjoy Word Whiz. It's been a hit with the students we work with, and we hope it is for you too. Thank you.